Good morning, students. Our new topic will be time to discuss today, which is also another fundamental quantity. SI unit of time is second. It is second. We have many other units also to express time, like minute, and we know 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Then we can have hour, and 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. We can also express time in terms of day, and we can like 1 day is equal to, if you convert this day into second, how can we convert day into second? First convert this day into hours. That is 1 day is 24 hours. And if 1 hour makes 3600 seconds, we can say 1 day will be 24 into 3600, which is 86,400 seconds. Then we can take month also as the unit of time, and we know 1 month is equal to around 30 days. Now converting 30 into 30 days into second, just multiply 30 into 86,400. 30 into 86,400. This will be the seconds. So we are getting 2592 and then 000 as the seconds. We have this much of second in 1 month. Let us now come to another unit, that will be year. Please see this side. We have year, another unit, and 1 year is equal to, as we know, it is equal to 365 days. Now 365 should be multiplied to 86,400 seconds. 86,400 seconds. That gives equal to 3.1546 into 10 to the power 7 seconds. Okay, 10 to the power 7 seconds. This is the unit of time, here. Then we have unit like decade. Decade means a period of 10 years. So if 1 decade is equal to 10 years, then we can multiply this 10 to this number, which will become 3.1546 into 10 to the power 7, making around 3.16 into 10 to the power 8 seconds. Because this 10 to the power 7 and this 10 to the power 1 when multiplied, we are getting 10 to the power 8 seconds. Same way, we can also see century, number 8. Century is a period of 100 years. So 1 century is equal to 100 years. So you have to multiply 100 to this 1 year to convert it to second. So it becomes around 3.16 into 10 to the power 7. 10 to the power 7 multiplied by 100 will be 10 to the power 9 seconds. we have one more millennium. And one millennium is a period of 1000 years. So 1000 years, which means you have to multiply this figure by 1000, which altogether will increase the power to 10. It becomes 10 to the power 10. So we have 3.16 into 10 to the power 10 seconds. So this is how we can express different unit or of time into its SI unit, that is into its second. Now next is how to derive some units. Let us see that also. Some derived units. So we have some derived units like force. Let us see how the unit of force has been derived. We know force SI unit is Newton, and which is nothing but kg meter per second square. Kg meter per second square. This is the SI unit. Now how this unit has come, let us try to find that. We know force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass into acceleration. Now since mass is already a fundamental quantity, we have to change this acceleration into its simplest form. And we know acceleration is change in velocity by time. So keeping mass as it is, we can write acceleration is equal to velocity divided by time. Again, if you see this, we find mass and time both are fundamental quantity. So express this velocity now in terms of fundamental quantity. So we can write mass, velocity can be written as distance divided by time, and one time is already there. Now if you see all these quantities, you will find they all are in the form of fundamental quantity, even distance also, because distance is nothing but a kind of length, and length you know is a fundamental quantity. So once you come across to the fundamental quantities, our last step will be to put the respective units, the fundamental units. Please see. So you will get the SI unit now. So SI unit of force will now become mass is kilogram, distance is meter, time is second. We have got 2 times of 2 seconds are there. So we are getting the final answer as kg meter per second square. So this way we can derive several other derived units. The steps are that you have to first convert the quantities in terms of fundamental quantities, and once you come to that form of fundamental quantities, write the respective fundamental units. By doing so, you can easily get the SI units. I will show you one more by taking an example of pressure. Let's see about pressure now. As we know, pressure is force upon area. Force can further be written as mass into acceleration, and area is length into breadth. Where mass is the fundamental quantity, we can write as it is. Acceleration can be written as velocity divided by time, and length and breadth is already in the form of fundamental quantity. Similarly, now express this velocity as distance divided by time, and this time is already there, multiplied by length into breadth. Now if you see this, you will find all are the fundamental quantities. The last step is to write their fundamental unit. Please see, so we will get SI unit, where fundamental unit of mass is kg, then distance is meter, time is second, into second there are 2 times, and length is meter, breadth is also meter. Now this can be cancelled and can be written as kg per meter per second square. This is SI unit of pressure, which is also called Newton per meter square. I hope it is clear. This way you can check and try to derive other units. I hope it is clear. Thank you very much. We will come with a new topic in the next class. Thank you.